For some person, it is planting season, while for others, it is harvesting period. Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment. Into this episode, let's dive into African lady who got married to Chinese husband based in China. In the Chinese environment, since each individual have a large acres of land, in as much you are able to cultivate a large quantity of food. In fact, they appreciate farmers in the Chinese environment. Does it mean in other states or in other countries they don't appreciate farmers? Yes, farmers are being appreciated, but how do the governments appreciate farmers and encourage them to plant huge and acres of land or large acres of land? The government can encourage farmers to plant large acres of land, by providing all the necessary tools which are needed for the farmers, to farm. Like in this case, we have here the tractors which are being used, for tilling the ground, and that's made it more easier for them to plant or to cultivate large acres of land. And apart from that, they also have the watering machine. They also have the use of manpower if they wish, and so most times they use mechanized system. Mechanized system is most practiced in the Chinese environment. You hardly see that they use human labor, but in the case where the work is in a large form or is very many, or they have a large work which they had to cover, you see that is where they use mechanized system, making farmers to be involved in farming, or making some persons to be involved in the farming system. In the farming, there's a blessing that is attached to it. It's just one mindset and the ability for persons, to do some certain kind of work. Well, when we talk about the government being involved, I think we should also think about what the government should also contribute. Not the government involving directly, but indirectly by, providing all the necessary tools, which is mentioned firstly, and also fertilizer, and also encouraging the farmers, mostly when all these crops are being, planted. There is some possibility in some part of the world or in some countries that those crops which have been cultivated are wasted. Yes, because when they have harvested a large quantity, the human consumption itself matters, and where to sell those products matters a lot. So I think the Chinese government encourage more of the planting and also the sales of all those products which are being cultivated by all the farmers in that particular country, and that makes farming more encouraging. And in fact, more interesting into this package, you note that her Chinese husband and also uncle came all the way, uncle have to came all the way from his home, to heed her Chinese grandmama in the planting of this particular food crops. You can note that our Chinese uncle, is not too feeling well. According to him, he say it's cold, but notwithstanding, he had to heed in the planting of this particular food crops for our Chinese grandmama, seeing that our Chinese grandmama is not too strong enough to handle this farming, this planting. Here she might seem so strong, but old age matters a lot, and she just needs a little work to do, not too much work to do. So that is why you see our Chinese uncle have to come to hit and help her. On a certain ground, individual will just want to invest, or should I say sell their products, namely for themselves, or to share it or to sell it. Most importantly, to sell it. If you check in the Chinese cities, there's street food all over the places. So as the people knows how to cultivate, they also know how to prepare different kind of delicacy, and mostly in the streets you see a lot of different foodies. And one major thing these people don't joke with is their stomach. They don't joke with their stomach. When it comes to eating, they eat and eat, as in eat good meal. When it comes to work, yes, the work and the work and the work. When it comes for creativity, they are there. When it comes, for should I say relationships, social matters, relationship matters, they are they in fact the 440 leading in a very good speed and a very good stead. Well, someone will like it doesn't mean there is no bright side, there is no disadvantage in the Chinese environment or the Chinese people. Yes, in every state there is some advantage and disadvantage, or there is some, should I say, important and also the negative side of it. But I think the positive side of it is overwhelming the negative side of it. Well, you can note that here, after being, harvested all those great fruit crops, and I think our Chinese uncle actually listened to the advice of which we're giving them, and then he said that he's going to, roast it and sell it so as it to not get waste. Well, that is a good idea. Instead of keeping it, storing it, for it to get wasted, you have to, think of other measure to do and to also raise funds for the family. And that is a good idea which you proceed. And you can see that he's taking a great step. He visited our Chinese grandmama and also our Chinese uncle, yes, our Chinese husband, sorry to say. And we had the question coming in, sorry, like, where is our African lady? And also, where's the African lady? We've not been seeing her, in the family. We've not been seeing her. Well, African lady is down behind the scene doing all the necessary cleaning, cooking, and helping her Chinese grandmama as usual to do the other side of the cleaning of the home. Very important, and ensuring that things are in place. That is what she's doing, and she's doing pretty well under the custody of her Chinese grandmama and also her Chinese grandpapa. If you notice very well that her Chinese husband has adhered to the instructions by the doctor. Checking our recent video, we realized that he went to visit the doctor, and then after more convinced that was being given to him, had instructions he had to adhere to it, and then you see how he's looking, and he had to adhere to the instructions of the doctor. And now you see that he has restrained much in terms of drinking alcohol, and you note that he has taken his health to another level, and you can see that he's looking very pretty good, and he's more like more calm. You can see what alcohol can do to someone's health. You can see what smoking can do to someone's health, and you can see all those kind of lifestyle, what it can do to someone's health. It will not make you be stable. It will also affect your productive system, and also affect and damages those vital organs in your body. That is why most times doctors do exclaim and do pronounce that patients or people should restrain from smoking, should restrain from drinking hard alcohol and all of that, and people should eat healthy. As you note that he has done that, and you note that his health is perfectly improving, and even his thinking, his mindset is also leading to the right direction. You note that the potato which was being harvested was being converted to something delicious. You know that there's a machine for it, which was being used for special delicacy. You see, those Chinese have everything to convert everything to special. Just see, look at it, how portable it is, and how cute it's looking. In some states or culture, or in some countries, they usually use charcoal to roast this potato. But you know that in the Chinese area environment, you know that a machine that is being provided to roast this potato without causing a kind of environmental hazard or environmental pollution or affecting others. You just come, eat your potato, well packed. You can stand on the street, in the street, just you see our Chinese husband and also our Chinese uncle is doing the same, and take your delicious potato, and then and they make everything so easier, life so easy, life so much less stress and all of that. It's why in some other states or other countries you have to use firewood with smoke, use charcoal, and try to burn the potato till the potato get black. thing, you find out that you are eating black charcoal instead of the potato itself. So I think the government should at least upgrade to a certain level, and with each fund being released for the development of a state, please should be used judiciously and not to be converted for personal gain. Okay. And I think when the government do that, I think they are helping people and also helping themselves, because causing environmental pollution and doing all of that will actually cause some hazards in human health. All right, that is here be wrapping up today's episode, and I hope you're enlightened on today's package. Please do stay tuned and stay blessed, and always remember, lovelies. Stay cool for now. Bye for now.